Agus Dara Caleri Top to Dáile, Corlóri, Agus Bhuilan Farty is privileged on board Dumsa, Láthir and Shaw live in Nuv, Chun an Bochan to be good, so Chiam Cure a Chelura, and Glustan Nua, at all good. Agus Marine Lishin, on Wakes of Wild, he was up to mid talk here at Tatuga, and went to the Duche and Shaw, the Ina Foil, Agus Kahida, that's not ear hori all toilet, it's not fault, so talk on all toilet big wing. And Lian Shachata. Dara Gahar Barling, sa counter Shaw, Agus Vi Shivshe, Bhuilan Farty, Fragra Asam Torishin, Yelaine Orasolum Fishin and Acre. Great privilege to be here this afternoon to celebrate the winning by the Common and Balla of the car in the National Fianna Fáil draw. I feel kind of.
Well done.
I feel very lucky here. We're in lucky hallowed ground because it's the second time this Common has won the car in the Fianna Fáil draw, and that's a good omen. So congratulations. But I suppose the fact that you've won it on a second occasion reflects the commitment and contribution of party members to the national draw, and indeed to the overall effort of the party over many, many years, and most recently manifested in the local elections. And I want to thank Dara Caleri for his leadership across the county as our TD. Someone described him in Castlebar as the Lone Ranger against the four Fine Gael TDs, Taoiseach and so on. But Dara's done an excellent job in terms of leading the renewal of the party in Mayo. I've been here for 2 days now. This is the second day, and we've had a very good engagement with all of the councils, good to see as well, and good engagement in terms of local issues. But we've been a bit late along the schedule because things get delayed. Blackie Gavin makes a spirited, lengthy speech in Castlebar. I'm not blaming Blackie, but it's a speech that sticks in the memory in terms of what he
said. You have to kick Kenny now.
Castlebar Crusade. And we had to do Irish TV in Westport this morning, which delayed us a bit as well before we got here. So apologies for delaying you. But just to simply say that the local elections were good for us as a party. We emerged as the largest party in the country, most seats and most votes. We should not lose sight of that reality in terms of our success. However, a general election is a different kettle of fish. And what we were doing in Castlebar was opening the new office there as a declaration of intent in terms of our commitment on this side and Castlebar side to win a seat back in the next general election. And clearly the Castlebar Common were very strongly articulate in their sense of Lisa's commitment in the last general election and the fact that she's going forward again before convention. And so there's been great energy all around. But what's coming across is, and it came across in Blackie's speech as well, was the sense of disappointment across the county, the lack of delivery. That Enda Kenny and four Fine Gael TDs have not really delivered for the county of Mayo across the infrastructure, Knock Airport. We were in a school yesterday in Balla, the convent school in St Mary's. It's appalling to see the structural issues it has and the lack of any hands-on engagement to get that sorted and get the new school built on a site that's been donated by the nuns very generously. And so I'm picking up across the county the lack of hands-on engagement on a range of issues, and also I think that's something that presents an opportunity for us as a political party, because we have delivered historically in this country on many fronts, and will continue to do so into the future. And that is why we're targeting this constituency for a gain of a second seat. We want to win 2 seats here in the next general election. And to say to you, there are 22 constituencies where we have no seats. There are 18 constituencies where we have between 20 seats. 2 of those have 2 seats, my own included. And our job there is to retain the 2 in a 4-seater. But there are a number of constituencies where we can gain extra seats, and this is one of them. That's our target. It's challenging, but I think with the leadership that Darren has shown, I think we can achieve that with effort, commitment on the ground, and people working very hard, just like we did in the local elections, which was a lot of groundwork went in. It was a ground battle, and every constituency will be a ground battle as well as the national campaign. And the issues in terms of our manifesto and our political platform, we will be strong to the roots, to the spirit that informed the formation of the party, in terms of a strong social conscience, reflected in making sure that health is there for children, it's there for older people. It's appalling, the fair deal scheme at the moment. People are waiting, twice as many people now are waiting 3 times longer than they were 12 months ago in terms of getting access and eligibility under that particular scheme, causing enormous strain. Discretionary medical cards was a scandal that we managed in opposition to turn the government around on. in terms of taking cards from very sick people. And likewise, the waiting lists are going through the roof. So we're not happy about that. We want to create a society that has decency at the core of it, and a sense of values in terms of health, education and housing in particular, that people have a roof over their head, which is becoming an issue for quite a number of families right now. We're an enterprise party and a party of economic development, and Dara is leading the policy platform in terms of enterprise. We want to create a new situation for companies, start-up companies in particular, in terms of tax and regulatory framework and burden, that for the first 3 years of a company, that it would be far less than what it currently is, to enable companies to start and get a decent sustainable position so that they can grow bigger and create more employment, and also to bring foreign direct investment to countries like Mayor. 4 visits, I think, over a number of years by the IDA. It's just not good enough. We know that Allergan, the great companies that are here, Baxter and so on, I've been to them all in my time, they all demonstrate, Coca-Cola, Balla, they all demonstrate what can happen in this country in terms of world-class manufacturing with world-class products. It just needs a commitment and a political will. This government is very Dublin-centric. And has been from the beginning, and the west of Ireland and rural Ireland has suffered as a result of that, and particularly in agriculture, food and small to medium farmers as well. They've suffered a lot over the last 12 to 15 months, the fodder crisis leading into the beef crisis. I've met many of the farmers concerned, young farmers as well, who funded an awful kick in the teeth in terms of their capacity to, having made a commitment to get involved, they got very little help in response to those particular crises. So we're very clear in terms of where we're rooted as a party, and this really brings it all home. We're rooted in community, and you are the community here, and I want to thank everybody involved in organising this celebration today and the other events that will take place, and may you win many more cars in the months and years to come, as a sign of the vibrancy and the energy of the party. And just to say, it was wonderful. I never thought I'd be led behind the bagpipe playing the Boys of Fairhill in County Mayo. I mean, I hope you, well, from your perspective, you might want to hear the Boys of Fairhill Crow Park in September. With the Sam McGuire again. But thank you very much. My father was an Northside man, and so Boys of Fairhill is born into the blood and the DNA, you know, so it's great to hear it on the way. Thank you very much.
Well done.